Now, Colin used to work for the horse, and during his previous employment, he made a mistake. He was aware that he had to make up for his error by making this delivery. He was aware that the horse was a deadly guy and that he would perish if he failed to complete his task. Colin asked Garcian for one more time's assistance, but he had already made up his decision and informed him he didn't want to go into the swamp. Although Garcian did not agree at the time, he eventually changed his mind after learning certain facts. Garcian's company was struggling and they were in danger of filing for bankruptcy. Garcian's wife, Rose, suggested that they move to a less affluent area and alter their address. Rose was aware that their income was limited and that they wouldn't be able to support themselves if things continued in that manner. Garcian, however, was determined to remain in the same home. Since his family had grown their children there and had many happy memories there as well as experienced many heartbreaking moments together, Garcian felt confident he would be able to move residences. Garcian's kid had experienced something in the past, and the anguish and sorrow in his eyes indicated that his death was not due to natural causes. Michaela, the Garcian's daughter, however, had other problems with her father. He seemed to be unsupportive of her at all times. At the dinner table, she confided in him that she had always wanted to learn to drive but that, up until that point, Garcian had not made the effort to support her in doing so. If Maddox had been involved, she claimed, he would have instructed him. Garcian, who cherished his daughter, came to the realization that he had to act now, before it was too late. Garcian let her daughter to drive his automobile for the first time after going and accepting Colin's offer. Garcian initially had the pleasure of meeting the horse and his brother, Zenzo Tangai. Horse saw that Garcian was a rather competent individual and a guy of honesty. Garcian sensed the tension in the air and knew he wouldn't benefit from any sort of relationship with the horse. But he was desperate then. The only thing that mattered was that he needed the money. In order to get them into his office and access his safe, Garcian was requested to get a lawyer by the name of Peter. Garcian was downstairs waiting for Peter and Colin as they entered the building. In an attempt to appear astute, Peter informed Colin that his partners had altered the combination for the safe lock. He most likely alerted one of his partners to his peril by calling him. The cops arrived and surrounded the building even though Colin was able to get the gift once the safe unlocked. Garcian destroyed his automobile and stole the identical red Porsche Macan that he was shown driving at the start of Parish episode 1 after realizing he would need to make some adjustments. Peter was brought along by Garcian and Colin, who then gave the horse the gift. Zenzo and the horse were not pleased that the anticipated peaceful work turned into such a disaster. After Zenzo murdered Peter, he and Horse fled the scene. Horse likely didn't hurt Garcian because he loved the man, but it's also conceivable that the latter understood he might use Garcian in the future. Garcian knew then that accepting Colin's offer was not the greatest course of action, but there was no turning back. We would find out where Garcian's life goes in the upcoming Parish episodes, as well as if he is able to resolve the issue in both his personal and professional lives.